My dear students of class 9 English medium section, Rajakuttara Model College, I am with the third video lecture of chapter 4, that is the chapter periodic table for the students of class 9 as well as class 10 also. Today our topic is how to determine the position of an element in the periodic table. This is the only topic we are going to discuss today. This topic is very important, so be very attentive. How to determine the position of an element with the help of electronic configuration. This is the modern periodic table. You know there are 18 groups and 7 rows in this periodic table. There are 118 elements in it. We can determine the position of any element with the help of its electronic configuration, applying some technique. Before that, I would like to remind you that this periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. These two groups, that is group 1 and group 2, is S block, that is all the S block elements are placed in these two columns. Then the rightmost 6 columns, group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18, belongs to P block elements, that is all the P block elements are placed in these 6 groups. Then these 10 columns, that is from group 3 to group 12, all the D block elements are placed here. This is D block area, and below the main part of the periodic table, F block elements are placed in 2 rows. I am sure that you can remember that this row, that is the lanthanide series, is the part of the 6th period, and the actinide series is the part of 7th period. Now we shall learn the technique how to determine the position of element in this periodic table with the help of electronic configuration blockwise. We shall start with S block. For determining the position of an element, we shall write the electronic configuration first. If the last electron enters in S orbital, then you can decide that the element is placed in the S block area, that is either in group 1 or in group 2. Look at the electronic configuration of calcium. The last electron enters into 4s orbital, so it is an S block element. Similarly, sodium, the last electron is entering into 3s orbital, so it is also an S block element. Now how to determine the position of this element in the periodic table? Look at this period. Number of energy levels involved in the electronic configuration is equal to the number of period. Calcium has 20 electrons. These 20 electrons are distributed in 4 energy levels: 1, 2, 3, 4. Since there are 4 energy levels, calcium is placed in the 4th period. Again, how to determine the group? The number of electron in the S orbital of the outermost energy level is equal to the group number. Since 4s orbital contains 2 electrons, so the element is placed in group 2. So what is the position of calcium in periodic table? It is placed in 4th period, group 2. Let us see the position. It is the 4th period, group 2. That is, calcium is placed in 4th period, group 2. We have another example here. Sodium. There are 3 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration: 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Since there are 3 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration, so sodium will be placed in the 3rd period of the periodic table. What will be the group number? The number of electrons in the outermost energy level in the s orbital is 1. For this reason, sodium is placed in group 1. Let us see the position of sodium. It is placed in the third period, group 1. In this way, you can determine the position of any s block element with the help of electronic configuration. Now, let us do some problem, solve some problem. Find out the position of potassium and strontium. Write the electronic configuration of these two elements and find out the position of these elements by your own and justify your answer from the periodic table. I have also given the solution. Look at this. Potassium, 4 energy levels are involved in this case. 4 energy levels, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is the element of the fourth period, and since there is 1 electron in the s orbital, it is placed in group 1. So the position of potassium is fourth period, group 1. Let us see the position in the periodic table. Let us see potassium. It is placed at the fourth period in group 1. What about strontium? The electronic configuration involves 5 energy levels, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the element is placed in the fifth period. The number of electrons in the outermost energy level is 2. For this reason, it is placed in group 2. So what is the position of strontium? The position of strontium is in the fifth period, group 2. Let us see the element. Fifth period, it is the fifth period, it is group 2. Here is strontium. So by writing the electronic configuration, you can determine the position of s block elements in this way. Let us proceed to the next block, that is p block elements. How to determine the period number? Look here. Like the previous one, just like s block elements, number of energy levels involved in the electronic configuration is equal to the period number. Now what about the group? For determining the group of the p block elements, you have to count the number of electrons in the outermost energy level, and then you have to add 10. Let us discuss this example. Sulfur, the electronic configuration is given here. Third energy level is the outermost energy level here. Since there are 3 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration, it is the element of the third period. How we shall determine the group? In the outermost energy level, look at third energy level is the outermost energy level. This energy level has 2 sublevels involved, s and p. S orbital containing 2 electrons and p orbital containing 4 electrons. That is a total of 6 electrons are present in the outermost energy level. You have to add 10 with these 6 electron to find out the group. That is, the group number of sulfur is 6 plus 10 is equal to 16. So sulfur is placed in the third period, group 16. Let us see the position. It is the third period, group 16. Sulfur is here. So you can determine the position of p block element in this way. We have another example with a higher atomic number 10, atomic number 50. The electronic configuration shows that there are 5 energy levels here. Since there are 5 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration, it is placed in the fifth period of the periodic table. Then the outermost energy level, that is the fifth energy level, containing a total of 2 plus 2, 4 electrons. You have to add 10 with 4 and you will get the group number 14. So tin is placed at the 5th period and group 14 of the periodic table. Let us see the position of tin. It is the 5th period and group number 14. This is the position of tin. In this way we can find out the position of p block elements. I have given you two tasks. Find out the position of arsenic 33 atomic number and xenon with atomic number 54. At first try yourself first, then justify from the next slide. This is the solution. It has 4 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration. So it is placed in the 4th period, and number of electron in the outermost energy level is equal to 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. You have to add 10 with this 5 and you will get the group number 15. Xenon, the electronic configuration is showing that there are 5 energy levels involved here. So it is placed in the 5th period, and number of electron in the outermost energy level is 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. 8 plus 10 is equal to 18. So the group number is 18. So xenon is placed at the 5th period and group 18. Let us justify the periodic table. Xenon 5th period, it is the 5th period and it is the group 18. In this way you can determine the position of any p block element with the help of electronic configuration. Let us proceed for the next block, that is the d block elements. In this case you must be very careful because the process of determining the number of group is somewhat complicated here, so be very attentive. But the process of determining the period is just like the S block elements and P block elements, that is the number of energy levels involved in the electronic configuration is equal to the period number. But how to determine the group number? Look at this. Number of electrons in s orbital of the outermost energy level, that is ns, plus number of electrons in the d orbital of penultimate energy level, that is n minus 1d. The energy level just before the outermost energy level is called penultimate energy level. I repeat, the energy level just before the outermost energy level is called the penultimate energy level. Let us elaborate with this example. Iron with atomic number 26. The electronic configuration showing that the last electron is going to d orbital, so it's a d block element. The electrons are distributed in 4 energy levels, so it is placed in the 4th period. It is placed in the 4th period. Now how will you determine the number of group? You have to count the number of electron in the s orbital of outermost energy level. The outermost energy level, also s orbital, contains 2 electrons, and the penultimate energy level, the d orbital, contains 6 electrons. So the group number will be 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. That is, iron is placed in the group 8 and period 4, that is 4th period, and group 8 is the position of iron. Let us justify 4th period, group 8. That is, iron is placed at the 4th period and group 8 of the periodic table. We have another example, silver. The electronic configuration showing that it's a d block element because the last electron enters in 4d according to above principle. It involves 5 energy levels, so it is placed in the 5th period of the periodic table, 5th period. Then the group number is the number of electron in the s orbital of outermost energy level is 1, and the number of electron in the d orbital of penultimate energy level is 10. So the group number will be 1 plus 10 is equal to 11. So silver is placed in the fifth period, group 11. Let us justify. Silver is placed in the fifth period, group 11. This is silver. So with the help of this technique, you can determine the position of any d block element from the electronic configuration. Let us do some problems, solve some problem. Find out the position of zinc and molybdenum by yourself. At first write down the electronic configuration and write the position, that is the period number and group number, and justify from the periodic table. I have given the solution also. It is zinc, the outermost energy level containing 2 electrons, and the penultimate energy level containing 10 electrons. So the group number will be 12. And since there are 4 energy levels involved in the electronic configuration, so it is placed in the 4th period. Again, molybdenum, 5 energy levels are involved, total 5 energy levels. So it is in the 5th period, and the group number will be 1 electron in s orbital and 5 electrons in d orbital of the penultimate energy level. So the group number will be 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. It is placed in the 5th period, group 6. Let us justify the position of molybdenum. It is in the 5th period, group 6. So by writing electronic configuration perfectly, you can find out the position of d block elements in this way. Now position of F block elements. Most probably you can remember that all the F block elements should be placed at the same position, at the same place. The lanthanides belongs to the 6th period and actinides belong to the 7th period, but all the lanthanides and all the actinides are placed in group 3. So for F block elements, the group number is always fixed. It is group 3. If it is the member of lanthanide series, it will belong to 6th period, and if it belongs to actinide series, it will belong to 7th period. So determination of the F block elements is quite easier. So these are the ways of determining the position of different block elements with the help of electronic configuration. Now this is the last point to discuss. I have given you some homework. You have to find out the position of following elements with the help of their electronic configuration. I have given the atomic number in bracket, but during examination atomic number may not be given. Atomic number may not be given, so you have to memorize the atomic numbers. I have given some MCQ also. We have to solve the MCQ questions and submit the homework when the college open. And stay home, stay well, study chemistry regularly. You can ask me any question through this video class, because there is scope for giving comment. In the comment area you can ask me any question, I shall of course reply. Okay, thank you very much for being with me.